yes, I know him. Is he okay? And he wrote me back and said, no, he's dead. So what I did was I reached out to the mom and asked her if she remembered the conversation that we had months prior and all of that, and she said she did. And I told her that, you know, we never finished taking care of that situation, and I need to now more than ever. I assumed that we were gonna have all the time in the world, and we didn't. And I asked her if she would help me finish the DNA test swab. And she agreed. She said that the baby needs to know if we're family. So then I immediately after that, I shut down, and I feel like I went into like a sort of like functioning depression. And I call it that because I was still able to do some things. I was still able to get up out my bed and, you know, help the kid, like raise my children and be a good mom for them and show up for them. I just didn't show up for myself, and I just couldn't pick up a camera. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. And I took all of my energy that I had and I put it into my kids, and I put it into making sure that my household remained happy and healthy for them. And I didn't give myself a chance to sit and cry and deal with my emotions. But really nothing anybody could say could really help me at that point in time. I just had to kind of go through it, but I was too busy. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. I was too busy trying to make sure my kids were good no matter what, to where I couldn't deal with what I was going through. And a part of me felt like I didn't have a right to even be upset, because we weren't, you know, close at the time, or because I was rude to him before the last time we talked. I don't know what it was, but I know that it manifested itself into some sort of depression or something. I didn't want to bring light to it online because I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it in detail. I didn't want to tell people, you know, a lot of different things. I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. But the more you suffocate your feelings and your emotions and things like that, and you try to bury them, the heavier the weight is to bear. And I don't want to bear a weight anymore. Yeah. So it's been heavy on my heart. So like I said, I kind of shut down, and I didn't say anything else to the mom. I took that time to I just shut down. I had to process what had just happened. The mom in me was like, handle this right now. Tell her you need to handle this right now. But the shock in me, the disbelief in me, the sorrow in me was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What happened? What is happening? Like, what? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this before we found out what was going on? Why would you do this? You know, why? You know, I didn't want to overwhelm the mom. I didn't want to overwhelm myself. I didn't want to deal with it. I just couldn't, you know. So I swept it under the rug and tried to just maintain. And then after, I just was like, he was on my mind heavy. And again, my intuition, again, my higher self was like, you need to tie a bow on this, whether he is or not the daddy. You've got to tie a bow on this, and you cannot keep hiding from it. You cannot keep running from it. So that is me. That is my truth. So I'm going through the process now of getting a final yay or nay on the whole situation, but it's been making me really emotional lately, and I've been going through a lot. And so this is part of my therapy, getting it out there and talking about it and not hiding behind it and not being ashamed and none of that stuff. We all make mistakes in life. I'm a firm believer of living my life with no regrets. So I don't regret knowing him. I don't regret meeting him. I don't regret the situation. I do regret what he felt he needed to do, but I have made my peace with the fact that he's at peace. And no matter what happens, whether he is or not, I made my peace that he's at peace. It still hurts. I still wish that he felt like he could be here still. But I have made peace with it. He's at peace. So that's all we can ask for, right? At the end of the day, you know, I'm sharing this because it's therapeutic for me, and also because I know there's gonna be people out there who can relate to me, and also I may be able to help somebody one day. If you guys are going through anything similar, don't wait. Get your answers sooner rather than later. Life is very fragile. You just never know what could happen. Learn from me. Don't wait. Don't put it in their hands. Don't procrastinate. Don't let time and months and weeks and days and years go by before you know what you need to know, before you have everything together, before you have a final bow put on everything. Because although you may think you have all the time in the world, we don't know what tomorrow brings. So use me as an example for that. Use my hurt and my pain. So like I said, I'm ready to push through and get everything taken care of and stop procrastinating. And so I'm working on that. And because it's been a long time coming. And so now that's what I'm gonna do. I'm ready to put the tears aside and just live, you know, to the best of my abilities for my babies and with my babies. So anyway, you guys, I just kind of wanted to, I guess, explain kind of what's been going on with your girl and why I've been feeling the way that I feel, and why I've kind of been like a little MIA, but because lately it's been weighing on me heavier than normal, which is my intuition telling me that I need to get this taken care of. So I'm doing so now, and hopefully things will start to pick up and change a little bit after that. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to add this to part 2 or not, but I mean, I'm getting this out as a part of my own personal journey, my own personal therapy. So I can't remember, I don't think it was last night, it was the night before last. I had a dream, and I had a dream that my baby daddy's mom was coming to my house, and I lived not here, somewhere else by a beach. And I was at this beach, and I was so nervous because I knew she was coming over, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so nervous. Like she agreed to come. And also I want to say that if anybody can interpret dreams or like energies, DM me or let me know what you feel off of this. But so anyway, like I felt her energy in my dream, and her energy was like a unsure energy, like in my dream. And my energy in my dream was a very nervous energy, like I am so nervous but grateful type energy that she's coming. So we're in this, like I'm in a condo, right? And I don't remember all the specifics. I wish I would have really like wrote it down or like pulled out my camera and like spoke about this the day I woke up with it. But when I woke up from this dream, I'll get to that in a second. But Anyway, so the whole dream that happened, but I don't remember all of the dream. I just knew when I woke up the part that I wanted to make sure I remembered. So that's the part that I'm gonna make sure I tell you guys. So at the end of the dream, right before I woke up, the maybe baby daddy's mom went to my window and was like applying like a lip liner, right? And when she was applying the lip liner, it was like in the reflection of the window, but out in the water, in the ocean, there were children playing, and I felt like they were like his kids and maybe my children or my child. And his kids were playing in the ocean, and then there were dolphins that just came up. It was kind of cheesy, but like 2 dolphins come up around our kids that are playing. My kid, his kids, like kids that are playing that like are familial.
Mom, July is in 76 days.
And like they're like the dolphins are like spitting out like water hearts, and just like it was just like one of those like, I don't know, amazing moments where it's like happy, like joyous, like filled with love type moments, like oh my gosh. And anyway, I woke up because I had to use the bathroom really bad after that. That's TMI, but it was true. And yeah, so it just kind of made me feel like that was like a sign that like wherever you're at, wherever he's at, he's happy and he's like at peace. Because when I woke up that morning, that was my thought, like happy and at peace, like he's happy and he's at peace. So that made me feel good. But I also remember like praying and asking, or like in a way like a few days prior being like, I am so unsure in what to do. Like, what do I do? And I was like, I wish he could just come to me in a dream and just like tell me what to do. But that was even more confusing than what I asked for. So yeah, that's what it is. So that was my crazy dream. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna add this to part 2, but this has happened to me recently, so I might slide it in there in part 2. There's a symbol that represents him, and I have been having this urge to go and get a tattoo of this symbol, and I don't know like really why, because I've seen it before, but lately it's been like, I really feel like I want to go get this symbol like on me. I don't know. I might do it and get it really small. So I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know if I'm gonna get it actually or not. I might, as part of like my healing process and like my overall like process. But I don't know. If I do, I'll let y'all know. But that's just been like on my thought. And I have 5 4 or 5 tattoos, and I've talked about getting tattoos before, but I've never had that like the urge to get a tattoo. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So if somebody who is very tapped into like energies and like afterlife and things like that, y'all can let me know. DM me, let me know down in the comments below what's going on with your girl. Also, I will add that I know that he liked water, like the beach. Several pictures of him at the beach and in the water. Yeah, definitely was like water, beach, that type of guy. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I don't know. I can't decipher that. And I consider myself pretty pretty perceptive, pretty like knowing like if when the times that I did get like readings years ago, I would constantly get pulled the High Priestess card. So just naturally knowing, like just intuitive, that's the word I'm looking for. Like I consider myself intuitive to a certain extent. So, but like things like this, I've never had experience with. I don't know what they mean. So I would be curious to see someone who reads cards or someone who's tapped into even a higher sense of self that might know what this all means. Break it down for me and let your girl know, because I have no clue. And like I said, when I woke up, I didn't have really, I guess, the answers that I felt like I was asking for, but I did get something that I felt like I needed to know, and that I felt like he was happy and like free and at peace wherever he was at. And when I think in my dream I kind of said that, and when I woke up that morning to go use the bathroom, I went and used the bathroom, and I was like, on my way back, I was like, I don't know what that dream was about or what it meant. I'm still confused, but I feel like he's at peace and that he's happy wherever he's at, and that makes me happy. This is a journey, you know, that I'm on, you guys, and I'm just gonna take you on it with me at this point. So yeah. So you guys, like I said, I don't know where I'm gonna insert these clips at, but if it's at the end, hit a like for your girl, because it's free, don't cost you nothing. And stay tuned for the next part of this journey, because I'm gonna take you guys along with me, and I'll see y'all next time.